As part of activities lined up to celebrate its 20th anniversary, Rain Oil Limited constructed a 2-kilometer road in a community in Anyocha North local government area of Delta State. The managing director of the Integrated Downstream Oil and Gas Company, Mr. Gabriel, revealed that Rain Oil operates a number of programs aimed at positively impacting its host communities.
A large crowd welcomes the governor and other special guests into the Idumuje Uboko community of Delta State. They are here to commission the 2-kilometer road constructed by the chairman of Rain Oil Limited, Gabriel Ogbeche, to serve the community and its environs. Community leaders commend him for his numerous contributions to the growth of their community.
Whenever the rain darks, it's like we are in hell. But today we thank God that God has brought a Messiah that put everything in order.
We are suffering for the road before, but now we are enjoying it.
Adding to the accolades, the Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa charges communities to get involved in self-help projects, stating that well-to-do individuals in the communities can assist in the provision of amenities.
I believe that self-help is very important. I also believe that government should recognize those communities who are doing a lot for themselves by also showing presence. Otherwise, you discourage them.
For the management of Rain Oil Limited, community projects should not be left to government alone, but companies should get involved in developing their environment.
By the grace of God, God has been good to us. We are not struggling to do it. We are doing it because, one, we can do it, we can afford it. Two, we have the will and the goodwill to reach out to the people.
It's not much more about image. It's much more about being your brother's keeper, caring about the person next to you and helping other people to rise up as well.
Rain Oil Limited is an integrated downstream oil and gas company. The company's operations span across the downstream value chain in petroleum product storage, haulage, distribution and retail sales. And for them, any project that will care for the less privileged, the physically challenged and the elderly is definitely something worth doing.
Federal lawmakers to pass the 2017 budget after the Easter holiday. Iman Amawe tells us more on Business News.
Many thanks for staying with us. Welcome to Business News. The House of Representatives today disclosed that the 2017 budget will be passed after the lawmakers resume from the Easter holiday. The chairman of the House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Abdulrazak Namdas, gave the assurance while briefing journalists in Abuja on the weekly activities of the Green Chamber. Mr. Namdas hinted that the budget will be passed before the end of this month. The House is expected to commence its recess on Tuesday next week. And global rating agency Moody's Investors Service says Nigeria will easily achieve its target of $3.5 billion foreign borrowing in 2017 on the expectations that improved oil output will lift the economy. Moody's Vice President and Senior Analytical Advisor for Africa, Mr. Aurelien Mali, says the international financial institutions such as the World Bank and African Development Bank are ready to support the country on project-based lending. Moody's has forecast a 2% to 2.5% expansion for Nigeria's economy this year on improved crude oil output and prices. Meanwhile, the latest data released today by the Central Bank of Nigeria shows that the country's FX reserves increased from 30.31 billion naira on Monday this week to 30.32 billion naira on Wednesday. At the same time, the financial regulator today offered the fresh sum of $100 million to authorize dealers at the forex auction in the interbank market. CBN spokesman Mr. Isaac Okorafor says although no interventions were made in the retail auction for forex, a special intervention of $10,000 was made to Bureau de Change operators today. And a new report from a Russian online cybersecurity firm, Kaspersky, reveals that the North Korean hackers are attacking banks in 18 countries, including Nigeria. The The report is coming after more than a year-long investigation into the activity of Lazarus, the hacking group allegedly responsible for the theft of $81 million from the Central Bank of Bangladesh last year. Banks and security researchers have previously identified 4 similar cyber heists attempted on financial institutions in Bangladesh, Ecuador, the Philippines and Vietnam. And the Nigerian Export-Import Bank has reassured entrepreneurs in the country that the bank will continue to support them through the provision of loan facilities. The acting managing director of Nexim Bank, Mr. Bashir Wali, gave the assurance after inspecting some businesses currently funded by the bank.
Officials of the Nigeria Export-Import Bank and members of the House of Representatives Committee on Finance during a visit to some local businesses funded by the bank. Through its 500 billion naira support for small and medium enterprises in the country, jobs have been created and youths trained on how to earn a living for themselves. This support, according to officials of Nexim Bank, is aimed at improving the nation's non-oil sector towards job creation and poverty reduction.
The strategy is to build capacity at the local level, employ people within the immediate environment to ensure that the people are gainfully employed, and also to ensure that the products and skills gathered here will end in production of qualitative products which will compete with any other products from anywhere in the world.
Members of the House of Representatives Committee promised to lend support when necessary to boost businesses in the country. The lawmakers believe that interventions from relevant government agencies charged with the responsibility of fast-tracking development through exports are yielding results.
We are impressed by what we have seen because it gives us the assurance that indeed that this facility will be paid back, and then we are also getting value in terms of local content. One, in terms of human capacity, because you can see from the testimony that they have given that they engage people from the immediate community, not just engaging them, but they train them.
The federal government at several fora has continued to emphasize that its vision is to make the non-oil sector contribute significantly to the nation's economy. Experts believe that providing loan facilities and adequate support for owners of small and medium businesses might just be the right step in making this dream come through.
Now, buying sentiments in the industrial goods sector contributed to the local stock market's biggest rally in 4 sessions this week. Let's join BC Adebayo for a summary of today's transactions.
The domestic stock market soared by 1.11% at the close of Thursday's trading, extending the positive momentum recorded on Wednesday following the significant price rally by industrial bellwethers. 19 gainers, including Dangote Cement, were led in percentage value by Dangote Flour, 7up and Owando, while Cornell, Jais Bank and May & Baker recorded the highest price losses among 18 decliners. Transactions on the activity chart was higher in contrast to previous sessions this week, with a turnover of 241.62 million shares sold in 3,339 deals for over 1.48 billion naira. Investors' positive sentiment was mostly reflected in the performance of FBN Holdings, Fidelity Bank and United Capital. And that's it on the stock market reports. I am BC Adebayo.
Thank you, BC. Well, European bourses closed mixed today as investors react to the minutes of the U.S. Federal Reserve's meeting and dovish comments from the European Central Bank President Mario Draghi. Let's see how all the markets fared. That's our package on business news tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Emana Amawe. The news at 10 continues.
The gaming space in Nigeria is ripe enough to produce billionaires as in other developed countries, and the National Lottery Commission is supporting this initiative. The Director General of the Commission, Mr. Adolphus Ekwe, revealed this at a forum in Lagos to formally introduce the Billionaire Jackpot e-raffle game, courtesy Niger Billionaire Limited. He stated that the conflicts between federal and states on regulations and operations of lotteries was unnecessary.
With the launch of the Billionaire Jackpot in Nigeria, the need for the National Lottery Regulatory Commission to set the record straight becomes pertinent. The DG of the Commission feels certain bottlenecks impeding the growth and benefit derivable from lottery operations in the country must be addressed.
Lagos is like the center of everything because this is where so many things are happening, so much is happening here. And therefore, any friction between the state government and the federal government regarding operators of lottery here hampers their operation. And for Nigeria billionaire that wants to be a flagship for Nigeria in the gaming industry, if their activities are disrupted, even for one day, it will negatively impact on the society. It will erode confidence, it will erode trust, and we don't want such things to happen.
The business model by the Niger Billionaire Limited has been thought out in such a way that it will benefit state and the country, while winners are churned out.
Part of what we have done, and I can say that today, is actually designed to at least touch the lives of 1 million Nigerians every year directly. Anytime we say 1 billion naira, a lot of Nigerians just wonder, are these people really going to pay 1 billion naira? I want to say today that we will make many billionaires of Nigerians.
To be part of this, according to the management, is simple.
If you want to play by mobile phone, it's a simple *871 to enter our USSD menu, which will then walk you through step by step how to play. It's just 100 naira, which you can get by buying a scratch card off the streets, or you can load your gaming credit and then play using gaming credit on a repetitive basis. We also have a mobile app, and we also have a website, www.billionairejackpotng.com.
While we look forward to the winners of the Billionaire Jackpot, Nigerians would gladly see hope, trust and fulfillment, which are the thrust of Niger Billionaire Limited, play out.
Still ahead on the news at 10, former world champions Brazil returned to the top of the FIFA rankings for the first time in 7 years. That's on Sports News. Join us again.